It's my fault because I had to brush my teeth. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to give Zoro his treatsy because the kittens were taking extra longer. So it's my fault. We're late. Go ahead, roast me. Blah, blah, blah. But it's worth it.
So
Hey, show that
big.
butt again. Show the butt. Look at this little floofy booty.
It's getting so big. When he runs, when he walks around, his tail is just straight up.
Is it? Because
It's
like the
straight
video
up
you
in the-
sent me before, it
Because
was like wiggling everywhere.
yeah, this breed, when they're older, their tail actually curls up over their back. So when he's walking with his tail straight up.
He's so cute. So, guys, we have a lot to pack into only a very little time tonight because, unlike Horror, I actually have to go to bed early tonight because I don't have one, but I have 2 events tomorrow on top of whenever I get home to stream. I have to be up with my husband at 5 a.m. to be at the restaurant for 8:30 a.m. to be at a Rotary Club for 11 a.m. to feed 70 elderly people to get back to the restaurant to help clean up for 30 staff of a local college.
Oh gosh.
And do you want to hear how my day started?
Yes.
So today I had to do social media farming for my second job because the event that she is doing, the summit, is this Thursday. And when I called her, we were supposed to meet at 11 at a local cake shop because it's very aesthetic, very pretty. And I figured if we're going to do any videos, although we forgot the lapel mic, so once again, the sound's going to be a little janked, but that's okay. Oh, thank you. They cut a little too short, but I'll grow it.
Cute.
Thank you, because I felt I kind of look like a dyke.
No, it's one of those things with haircuts. They might start a little short, but then they grow out a bit and they look amazing. And it looks cute now, so it's just going to get better.
But thank God, because I hated it. The day after, I walked into the restaurant and my boss was like, "You kind of look like a dyke." I'm like, "I know." Can you tell we're friends? We get along real well. But anyways, so I'm getting ready. I fall asleep on the couch. I was kind of running a little bit late, and I was taking care of all the animals. And then my boss messaged her. She's like, "I'm gonna be a little delayed," and I was like, "Okay." And he already passed out. He's like, "I'm done."
I'm trying to show you how he passed out.
Oh, look at the little legs, guys. 2 seconds ago, this puppy was awake, and now he's like, "I'm done." This was shut up, Nova. It's not all about you. And God, look at him. Look at him.
There we go.
And, yeah, but the problem is, Allison, with me, I'm constantly on camera or I am at a restaurant. And the thing is, the way you look does depend on whether or not the restaurant gets tips. And it's forever ingrained on the videos that I have to record. So I have to be careful. But anyways, oh my God, it's still daylight where you are.
Yep.
Anyways.
It'll be daylight until about 10:30.
Anyways, so and so she says, "We have a problem. We have to move." And I'm like, "Move what?" Guys, the event ceiling caved in. This is a so it used to be a hotel. It got transformed into the local college for the Culinary Institute and for events. The entire ballroom ceiling caved in due to a storm the other day.
Oh,
Yesterday,
shit.
as a matter of fact. Lightning was striking buildings everywhere. Lightning here in North Carolina, it's insane. Once it goes off, it goes off.
Don't do that.
Oh, bite it again.
No, he's not biting. He's crawling under my monitor.
Oh, no, we don't want that. You don't get stuck. And so whatchamacallit, they walked in to take more promotional videos today of it, and they walked into, in the lowest parts, 3 inches of water.
Oh my God.
And so she spent 2 hours scrambling to find a new location. It is so much smaller, but we got a new location. But Horror, do you want to know what I found out this week?
What?
Because Horror sent me a bunch of tweets and I want her to introduce them. But I found out that I believe the kittens are at least at the moment allergic to chicken.
Oh no.
Because Dante had this little black spot right here on his chin. And I thought nothing of it. Like, he had been outside. Maybe it was a scab from fleas. Could be a zit. Oh, da baby. Look at how, you guys can see how much his face has developed over the last few weeks. I can't wait.
His little nose is all black.
But, whatchamacallit. And so the problem was then I started noticing it was migrating not from just his chin, but to the corner of his mouth. And that patch had gotten bigger. And it was like a dark grayish maroon color. And so at first I'm like, oh God, does this kitten have cancer? Because I'm like, I can't fucking afford cancer. That is not in the Star Sign bills right now. And I was getting really nervous. And then I saw Gorian, the little black and white one. He has it on his upper lip. So it's one of two things. Either it was a fungal infection or the kittens are allergic to chicken. Now, Dante has allergies, and I'm going to bring him out and show you guys. So if you've never seen a kitten with allergies, you'll recognize it. But I will say, since I stopped giving them the pure chicken puree with the liver, Gorian's eye has stopped leaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the spots are going away. So I'm wondering if it's just because they're kittens. So we might have to hold off on it for a little while because I'm still giving them chicken kibble because that's what I have right now. And they're seeming okay with that. But yeah, so kittens can be allergic. As a matter of fact, while you talk about the thing that we said was a big mistake, I'll have you introduce that.
Which big mistake?
The chicken.
Oh, that thing.
you bring that up, and then I'm gonna go get Dante. I'll be right back.
Well, you have to do the one thing.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
I will pull it up and share it real quick.
I'm ready.
I just gotta find it. Here we are.
Puppy's gonna have lost all interest. Bite me, fraud.
Okay, there we go. That into something.
Yeah. You go ahead, you go ahead and introduce it, girl. I'll be right back.
Oh, this is nice. They even added a community notes page.
Oh my God, did they? What does it say?
Yeah, it says, okay, so first we got to talk now. The Chicken Orb site does not recommend that the chicken orb be used to protect chicken from predators. It's only designed to allow pet chickens to roam a garden area while restricting some of its behavior. Now, there's a reason for this. Because look at this thing. I can't see the chat at the same time. And I mean, it looks cute. The chickens can roam around without, being able to get away too far. But can you imagine if a fox, for example, was to get a hold of one of these?
Or how about a cat can fit its head right in one of those squares?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hold on, Dante. Well, then we're gonna... I got confused. I thought the bark came from my side of the...
No, that was Grace. Or no, that was Flynn. Or Sydney.
Dante, you need to stop trying to push. So you guys can see how he's got that gunk all around his eyes.
Oh, poor baby.
So Dante definitely has some kind of allergy. And see, there's the mark right there on his chin. Mm-hmm. See what I was talking about? It has gone down since I've taken the liver away for a few days. He is definitely...
You better not be chewing on any of those cords, you little monster.
But I will say this eye has not been as puffy. He's a little shit, though. But this eye has not been as puffy since I took away the chicken liver. Stop kicking me. He's such a little shit. But look how big. I'm going to do a little compilation video of how big he's gotten since we first got him last month. Just look at how big this boy is. He's so wiggly. And he's... You see the other kitty? Yeah. Do you see the other kitties? Yeah. So this is how big Dante has gotten, and he doesn't want to stop moving. See, the puppy's a little more better behaved than him. But I know. The world is your oyster. And
the puppy's a little tighter than him.
Earlier, this one was hilarious. He's a very intelligent cat. Like, This is how I know he's intelligent. Earlier, he wanted to get to the top of the baskets that we have in our bedroom, and Matthew was leaning down over him to look at something. He came over and he meowed at Matt, and he tapped, and he started looking up at the top of the baskets. And I'm like, for a kitten to have that kind of spatial awareness of, hey, I need you to put me up there, that was pretty impressive. But
Yeah, I found out the hard way that Grace is allergic to goat's milk.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I gave her a little bowl because I thought the calcium would be good for her. And as soon as I did, after she finished drinking it, she's running through the house, rubbing her face against the floor.
Oh. Well, that's what. Let me go get Atticus because he's nice and he listens. So Dante is the medium of them. He's the middle child in terms, which is funny because he's red. So he's he's the middle child. He is the second biggest. I'm gonna go get the littlest, and then I'll get Gorian. But there's so many reasons why this is a bad idea because all you need is one limb of a chicken to get snagged, and they can just literally rip the chicken apart through one of those tiny holes.
Yep. Oh, and imagine if a eagle or an owl picked it up.
They can just take the whole damn thing. It's an easy carry.
Took the whole chicken and pecked it to death through the little thing there. Not to mention things like if you're not watching it and the chicken runs off of a ledge or Jesus Christ. Don't even have to get to the chicken to kill it. A dog gets a hold of it and shakes it to death in the cage.
Well, my thing is just imagine, like, so let's say this chicken is one that gets picked on by other chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what's going to happen? The other chickens will trap it and then peck it through the little ball.
Yep.
This is Atticus. He is the quietest of the three.
Aww.
Who's my sweet boy?
It's a sweet looking tabby.
He is. He's very sweet. He loves getting attention. He'll come up and purposely get it from us. And see, holding him, a lot easier. But you can see the size difference between him and Dante.
He's tiny.
He's a baby. Look at how pretty his clouds are. And on the back of his neck.
Mm.
Look at him. He's like a Rorschach, but in the cutest way possible. Huh, I know.
Just go to sleep.
You don't get dibs. These are my babies.
And don't eat my chocolate.
But Atticus is absolutely the sweetest, as you can see.
Oh,
He'll cuddle with me, and I do this with him. And as you can see, he kind of likes it, but then he's like, I want to explore, because they all are very curious kittens. He, however, in some ways is the littlest shit, because do you know what he does? If anyone noticed that Dante had kind of wet spots in the back of his shoulders, he breastfeeds on him. So he comfort suckles, and I'll hear in the middle of the night. It's ridiculous.
I had a cat who used to do that to my hair.
Well,
I'd wake up and all my hair was just soaked in. Ugh.
No, Zorro, I have a kitten on hand. You cannot come up right now. And I gotta get one more kitten who I don't know. He's so funny. And then, so this is Atticus, and Atticus is just the prettiest little baby boy. And what's crazy is how he reminds me of a Atreyu.
No, get that out of your mouth.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby.
No. Don't chew on my controller.
I have a thing for staffies. See, Bublito, if you have that big of a crush on him, why haven't you flown here? You know where I live. Why haven't you taken the chance? You can leave China at any time. Isn't he adorable?
For now, anyway.
Right now. But, all right, let me go get Gorian, who is the biggest. And in my...
You have to chew.
I know, Atticus. Come. I'm going back in your point. Be a good boy and not try to run away?
Just taking anything you can chew on.
Of course. And then here, last but not least, is the biggest of the boys, Gorian. Who is just like, how cute is his little face? He's
a sweetie.
He turned off my microphone, the little shit. He loves scritchies and squatchies. And see, right here, that's where his is healing. He has the biggest attitude. He will bite you if he doesn't like what you're doing. He will tell you off. But he is so cute. And you can see how big he is compared to the other two. He is a big boy. Huh. Now he's looking at Athena, who's behind me. He's one of the most easygoing in terms of like he adapts pretty quickly. Look at that little face. I know. Yeah, that's a good scratchies. So you can see how big these kittens have gotten in only a few weeks. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy. What do you do? All right. And they're so desperate. Look at that beautiful one. Oh, honey. I love when you suck up. When the husband sucks up, it's a good day.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Gorian is really, really good at adapting to situations. So, like, as long as he's getting what he wants, he's happy.
Sounds like most people.
He's so cute, though. Little tux. My second tux ever. Showing us the real story. Oh, look at how he passed out again. He had a long day of running around chasing Big Brother.
Oh, he's been back and forth between this puppy. You feed him, he runs around for a while, then he passes out. It's like having a small child in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll just pass out where he's standing.
These guys, it's like American Warrior. Whenever we put them in the crate, whenever we take them out of the crate, they literally bounce off. And this one, he does backflips and everything else because the other boys will tackle him. They'll send him flying off the bed. If my room wasn't such a pile of clothes, I would take videos, but it would just be embarrassing. But all right, it's time for you to go back to your little brothers. Huh? They want so desperately to explore everything. I know, but we have Calliope in the house, so we can't. You have to get vaccinated first. Then you can roam all around the house. Like, see how he's much more inquisitive? He's trying to figure out everything around here. Atticus is more like, I'm just going to freeze. And Dante's more like, I want to fuck everything up. So they're very... It's the truth. Their personalities are all very different. All right, time to go back in your crate because you've had your nun-nuns. You've had your plane. It's time for you to go. Okay? You can even see the mark on his little lip right there. Right there.
Poor babies.
Did you just burp? Oh, you had a big old burp. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Who disappears, babe?
There's such a thing as a tuxedo. Yeah, no. Tuxedos and black cats. But I will always prefer a black cat, personally. Finally found a place for Vincent to lay that he's not trying to harass me. Mama ran out of ink when she got to the pause. Yeah.
So now I have done my part. I've paid my dues. You've all seen the kittens.
I'm just enjoying being off camera while the puppy sleeps.
He's so cute. But yes, so that is why I don't recommend. See, because I had one of these for my my Degus, and they're great until the top pops off, and they can pop off, especially if you got Degus and they chew on the little latches.
Mm-hmm.
And because the ones for rodents are all solid plastic with a couple of slits.
Yep,
and they are great. But when I had Tina, my last Degu, and it was just Zorro and Bob. And I put her out in her rollerball. She was running around. And I realized about an hour in, she was very quiet. I came into the kitchen. There's the rollerball with the top open. Tina is sitting in the middle of the kitchen. And Bob and Zorro are just staring at her like, whoa. Because the entire time they'd known me, the Dagoos are very long-living creatures. Dagoos can live up to 13, 15 years.
Wow.
So they're not like rodents that die out of just a few years. They usually die from diabetes.
Hmm.
Tina died from loneliness, but at the time I couldn't get other Dagoos. It was difficult to get. It was a whole thing. All the other Dagoos I'd had died, and they'd all died from diabetic issues. Minuet died because her teeth overgrew, and
Oof.
she couldn't eat properly. And since Dagoos are, this is one of the only reasons why I haven't gotten more Dagoos, because I love them. They're amazing little animals. The reason I haven't gotten more is because if something goes wrong, no one knows what a Daegu is. It's very difficult to find a small exotic.
Yeah.
A small exotic vet. And Minuet, her teeth were overgrowing on both sides. And the problem is you require special tools to cut off the teeth,
Mm-hmm.
down. And I couldn't find the vet. Well, she snapped them, but she didn't snap them enough. And she jumped too high from her crate, and she actually stabbed herself in the head with her teeth.
Oof.
I sobbed. I remember holding her because she was one of my favorite one was Hammy, and Hammy died rough. She died in birth because we didn't know we had a male named Nibs. Nibs went blind from diabetes, the whole thing. So I loved all my Dagoos, but every single one of them had medical problems. The only one who didn't technically was Tina, and Tina died of a broken heart. She was lonely, but that's it. Oh yeah, my Dagoos were amazing. I loved them. Oh, they were funny, and that's how I learned to do. I learned to do that noise because that's the noise they make. They make bubbles. They make bubbly noises, and they're so cute. And they're very friendly. They're sweet animals, and I loved having my Dagoos. And I still have the cage. I just no. One time, my brother had a kitten. It died because of a duffel bag fell on it. Oh, this is why. If you guys wonder why my kittens, even if I did not have Orion, if I didn't have a single dog, the kittens would still be in a crate. If Calliope had no illness, and if I had 0 dogs, the kittens would still be in a crate 99% of the day, because kittens should not roam free in a house. This is enough to kill a kitten.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's locked up, because it's the same. He's locked up unless I'm there to watch him, because it doesn't take much to kill him. He may look chunky, but he's still tiny.
Very delicate. And like that's why a lot of people, when I used to trap cats before I got the dog crates, because they were expensive to get, I would trap the kittens in a bathroom or a bedroom, and then I'd be hyper careful about opening the door, because if a kitten is just sitting at the door and you open quick enough, you can crush a kitten under a door. Like, you guys understand, I have had so many instances of kittens getting crushed in recliners, crushed in doors, crushed by different items falling. That's why whenever I tell everybody about the story of Penny and how she was in that gravity soda machine, no one understands just how cruel it was if someone did that. Penny could have easily died from that, easily. But a lot of folks don't get that.
Yep.
But so that was the first topic, though, this rollerball situation, and how
absolutely ridiculous.
You really need, you want to have that because you have your own chickens in your own yard that's fenced in,
and you're watching them.
That's fine. This is not a real solution. I honestly, except for preventing them from flying away, you really wouldn't need this.
Nope.
That's it.
It's a kind of a silly thing, honestly.
It's a great idea in theory, and it could also prevent your chicken from going someplace in your house or yard you don't want them. So, like, if you have a garden and you want to, you have some kind of setup where you don't want them to crawl through a fence, that makes sense. But as for whatchamacallit, as for taking care of the chickens, not the case.
No.
Whatchamacallit, though. No, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the thing that you were going to send to me and I brought up to you.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that one.
Do you know where it is? I don't know if I commented on it or not.
Oh, did I not send? I meant to send it to you again.
My dog, remember, she loves wooden sticks. Most dogs do.
Most dogs love sticks.
Look at that little face.
He's getting so comfy. Let's see here. Oh, no, other thing. And then, of course, Mama made me pick her up.
Of course. A wild sheep is in the background. He's away from his herd.
No, he's working with his herd right now.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll put it up.
Here it is.
You got it? All right. I will warn you guys, this one's a little rough to watch.
Definitely is rough.
So, what you're seeing, because people try to call it a puppy, but it is not a puppy. That is a poodle.
Yep.
And the first thing I noticed before anything else, because the pit bull took the poodle's ear straight off. There is no ear left.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I noticed is that this is, I believe,
Oh my god, her ear is.
it's an intact male. From what I can see, there's balls. Now, it's very quick, so it's hard to tell. But I believe there's balls on this dog. I also noticed no collar, no harness,
Nothing. There's no control over that dog whatsoever.
zero. And,
God, every time.
And also this right here, if you wanna get your dog killed when it's in a fight, that's what you do.
Yeah, you start pulling at the dog.
Keep yanking. And that's the only time that you can see this dog is deeply incensed and he is targeted. He is targeted on that poodle.
Yep.
Because pit bulls have a high prey drive. They naturally do. And
how does it even... I mean, where... And doing that to that dog isn't going to get him off the other dog.
it's panic. What this is pure human panic. None of that prevents seeing the size of that dog's dick. I'm not trying to be weird when I say this, but that shows that dog went a very long time with his balls.
Yeah.
Even if he is currently fixed, because I keep missing where I can see them. The size of his penis indicates that dog had a lot of hormones in him.
Okay, I can't.
So that
watch
means
that
you
one more
allow
time.
the dog. Yeah, if you want it, because I think we got enough on this one. So, several reasons why that happened. You have people, neither dog had a leash. They allowed this dog, they said this dog walked up underneath the table and snatched the poodle off her lap, okay? So, where were you? One, if you are sitting at a table and you have an animal on you, you should be aware of everything going on around you when you have a small animal. And I'm not trying to victim blame or anything, but I'm sorry, that is the case. If you are a dog owner, you are your dog's advocate. Just like you have a child, you should be aware of anyone around you while you have a child. Oh, stop it, Bruce. That's not fair. I'm having a serious conversation.
After all that, we need cuteness. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that was fucking precious. So anyways, you're supposed to be aware of everything going on around you because you don't know what can come behind you. Somebody come and steal your dog, whatever, what have you. That's the first thing. Second thing, where was that dog's owner? At what point are you allowing your dog to walk away from you enough to go under a table to snag someone else's dog?
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand that part because that's where you fail to reach me. What do you think, Horror?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is obviously having small dogs. When I go out in public, the thing I am doing is always watching. I am always aware when there's a larger dog in the area. 9 times out of 10, even if the dog is on a leash, if I even think they might be coming my direction, I'll pick up my dogs. Just because my dogs are little, I have unfortunately seen what can happen when a large dog even thinks that they're playing with a smaller dog and it gets in their mouth. I've lost a dog that way.
You have to be very careful about what you're doing. And even I'm even advising a friend right now. Yeah, you should get a mastiff even though you have small chihuahuas, but I'm saying you'd obviously still have to be careful. She's more worried
Always.
than I am because I know I've seen plenty of households where it is, but you would have to be stop it, Bruce. Oh, the little pudge. And at the same time, for me, it's a matter of when your dog is grabbing onto something, you don't yank because the dog is naturally going to yank back. You stab it in the eye. You poke it in the butthole. You grab its dick and twist.
You grab it by the jaws, or if you pop your fingers in the jaws back behind, you can typically pop their jaw open.
Yep, that too. You pinch the curve of the mouth. You don't yank because the yanking is why that poodle's ear is gone. That moment where they yanked at the pit bull's mouth is why that poodle's ear is gone. Because that poodle, that pit bull did not thrash.
Nope, that was an oppositional reflex. The second, that's why when you play tug of war with your dog, you have to tug a bit first because that lets them know that to set their teeth in so that you can pull back and forth. The second you start doing that, they basically turn that poodle into a tug toy for that dog.
It's exactly what they did. And you realize that I think he's done with being recorded. I think
he's decided, screw it. I don't want to appear on camera. I'm just going to eat the camera.
That's too fucking cute. Oh my God. I can't. I love puppies so much.
They are adorable.
I love puppies as long as they're not my puppies.
I love puppies, and I'm really excited to get rid of this one.
Have you already found a new home?
Not yet. He's only 5, so I'm not even looking, but no, raising one puppy right now. I don't want 2 puppies right now. This one is still cute and manageable. And I love this breed so much. I do. But they are, for a small dog, they are possibly one of the smartest and most destructive animals I've ever met in my entire life.
And I'm going to tell you guys something. It is easier to have a dumb animal than to have a smart animal.
Oh, I would take a dumb animal every day because they can be trained easily. A dumb animal, you ask it to do something, as long as it gets what you're asking it to do, it'll just do it.
And not just that, but they're easily entertained and they'll just do nothing the whole day and still be like,
yeah, exactly. A smart animal, you have to keep them engaged. You can show them what you want what you want them to do, and oh my God, do you hear that?
Was that a little hiccup?
See if he does it again.
He's just so precious. Oh, he's just.
He was whimpering.
It's that little nose. Greta does that. She sounds like a zebra. Whoop 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 whoop.
Oh, there he went again, but oh,
and he's doing a little shake. I can't. You're like it's like a techno song. Whoop 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 whoop. Oh, he's too much. Oh, he's too much.
He's freaking adorable. But yeah, so a smart dog, they'll know what you want them to do, and if they realize there's a reward in it for them, they will try to do everything but what you want them to do to get that reward.
All right, Greta will rush through every trick, so she knows that a reward is coming. So she will do all the tricks without me telling her to do them, because she's like, all right, I am done doing tricks. And so I have to sometimes switch it up. And then sometimes she'll be like, I am done doing this trick. I don't want to do it anymore. Orion is worse. They're so bad. These boys and girls. The cats are so bad. Like I said, with Dante is so smart. We had to carabiner the crate because he realized if he put enough force on the bottom, he can get out. And they're very intelligent at telling us what they want. And for only like 11 weeks old, that's kind of fucking impressive.
Yeah,
these are kittens.
Fast.
I've never seen kittens be able to tell me what they want so quickly, and I'm very impressed by that. Now, I will say this: I wonder, because this is my first time having a litter. Usually, when I've rescued a kitten, they're by themselves,
right?
So this could be a case of because they are not, they are with a litter. That could be the reason.
That could. An animal or litter. What's the word? Litter mates really make a huge difference. Like Bruce here is remarkably chill for a single puppy. I don't have to work really hard to keep him entertained.
But you do have a lot of adults that help you out with that. And
I do. Well, not necessarily by their choice.
They don't get a choice in the matter.
He just likes to torture them sometimes.
Good.
But and he does have his older brother who is still a puppy and likes to play. So he kind of has a quasi litter mate, an animal that's directly related to him and has been raised by the same mother.
That's true.
So it's a little different than if he was an only puppy with nothing else. But it is still different because he doesn't have someone his own age who plays with him. Oh my God, what happened to the sound in my one ear?
Oh no. And then there's my last year's kitten. He's gotten so big.
I've totally lost sound now.
Oh, she can't hear us at all, kids. No, don't leave Mama yet. You always leave. Look how big he is, guys. I can't believe Sinbad's now one of my biggest cats. He's just such a big boy. And he gets so excited about the kittens. Like, whenever I close the door, no, you strong ass motherfucker. Ah! This is what happens when you have a young cat. Ow! Sinbad! Boy. Child. He so thinks that we're going to put him in the crate every time we hold him. So he gets a little upset. Stop! When? Look how pissed she is! I don't know if you guys can realize what she's showing us, but her very expensive...
That one's Sydney. Hold on, I have to get a different headset. Honey.
I can't! Did he do that just now?
Circus cage or some shit. You ain't your goofy ass mother.
I love how she's like, you know, you're a goofy ass motherfucker. Because that's how he tells the dog he's being bad. We're eating puppy casserole. I think he was going for the next headset, guys.
No, he was going back for the other wire.
I was saying he's going back for the other headset. So, how expensive was the other headset?
$150. And I got it because he chewed the previous bear.
So Orion was like that with cell phone chargers. And I kept telling Matthew, stop leaving your cell phone chargers where the puppy can get to them. And so Matthew would leave the cell phone chargers where the puppy could get to them. And then he would have the audacity to get mad when after the 5th charger, Orion was still chewing them. I said, you're leaving them for him.
The plus side is I don't have to replace the entire headset. I can just get the cable. So
he was doing that actively while you were on the...
Yeah, while we were talking here. I lost sound in one ear. I couldn't figure out why. And then I lost sound entirely. And then I picked up the cable.
Or was that because you weren't paying attention to him or what?
Probably. Okay, guys, this is why a smart dog sucks.
You know what Aria did? My favorite pair of skull candies
Mm-hmm.
She
Better
took
not be
it
chewing on anything down there.
and she chewed up the wires, not just chewed it up, she chewed it into perfect inch quarters and left a little pile of perfectly cut wires.
He chewed a pair of sheep's earbuds.
I just like how in the background Sheep says you're a goofy motherfucker to Sydney. That's how he reprimanded him, was said you're a goofy motherfucker.
At this point, what can you do? It's not like beating him is going to fix it.
I mean, it's helpful.
It's tempting.
It's a tempting thing. It's a good thing you're going to replace the cable, exactly. Well, a lot of times with expensive items, you can do that. So, like, for instance, when I got my fireplace back when I worked at a furniture store, the fireplace I got for only $150. It was a $2,000 fireplace. I got it for that because the owner of it before me let the cord melt. So the cord like melted. And it's because you got to plug it in the right way. You can't plug it into like extension cables or whatever. It's got to plug directly into the wall. So I was like, no matter what, it's a really nice like display case. I would love it. So I bought it for $150 and I took it home and I was like, I looked at the wires in the back and it's as simple as just like, you know, reconnecting it and then snapping it in place.
Mm-hmm.
All the company. And I was like, I'm going out on a limb here, but can I get a new wire? They sent it to me for free.
Nice.
So I will say this though, whoever let it melt, they did fuck up the function because so my fireplace lights up in rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
But when I put the fire on, which is supposed to be silent, it clicks a little bit. So you can turn it off. You can turn it on and off with or without the heat. I never turn on my fireplace just because I'm terrified it's going to click. And I also didn't get the remote with it. But my dogs don't remember it turns on, so every once in a while I get very tempted, and I think I'm going too soon. Just turn it on just to see them go like.
Yeah, no, I was because I'm it's hard for you guys to probably quite tell, but I'm in a different setup now. I'm on a new desk and everything, and I'm normally very careful to keep the cords from dangling where some specific goddamn puppy can get to them. And I totally forgot.
I think you should set up a little cage around it, like a little box that's aerated enough so the wires can breathe, but so that way they can't get to it.
Oh, I thought I was going to put the dog in it. I was all for that.
I got that too. Put a duct tape, stab a few holes in it. Yeah,
tape on
Pablito said,
I don't know.
Pablito said it's gonna be puppy casserole tonight. He's not off. He's not far off at all. But oh my god.
I already cooked dinner, or else it might be, I don't know, tomorrow night. Like, it takes a bit of time to skin something like that. So
plus you're gonna drain the blood.
Yeah, not really worth the effort. He's a bigger dog than the rest, but there's still not enough meat for a real
puppy
meal.
would make a great skewer though.
But he's sweet. He's not doing anything.
Yet. This is
That's
preventative measures.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, no, thankfully it looks like the replacement cord's only about $30.
Oh, good. Good. That's good. This is why I have wireless for so many things, because I'm worried about it. That's one of the things I'm worried about. And see, when Orion comes over here, now there's like, I'm going to show you, there is literally, there's no space. There's nothing here for him.
Mm-hmm.
My lotion's down there. How about that? So there's nothing. There's nothing here for him. He will come here and try to squeeze into here where my tablets are. And that's where my computer is. And his big old fat head will either break one of these wires or turn off the computer.
Of course.
And I'm like, we really don't want this, sir. I don't think you understand that you don't belong here. So I don't know why, but that he is obsessed with coming between me and the computer and squeezing in as far as he can all the time. Yeah, exactly, NT War Machine. It's a matter of when.
Mm-hmm.
Because every animal I know has chewed on something they're not supposed to chew on. So far, Dante chews on everything. And I need everything.
That's Sydney. Sydney beats everything.
Are you liking your new desk, though?
I do. I like the new desk. I have so much more space and I can actually reach things and do things, whereas before it was very difficult. Damn, really? As soon as I can have new cable here is Friday. That sucks.
What?
As soon as I can have my new cable here is Friday.
Things
So the
don't
downside of living in Montana.
living in the mountains. No, I will say this, even though it doesn't look the neatest right now because I really haven't been able to sort it out the way I would like to. Once I was able to update to have everything sectioned out where I know where everything is, oh, it was so much easier to work at the desk. Because now I just walk in. Before, whenever I want to do anything, I had to like go around the house, collect the stuff from wherever I kept it safe, and da 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 da. Now it's just so much easier. All my lotions here, my body care stuff is here, my art stuff is here, my jewelry is here. It makes my life so much easier. It's a good thing my cats don't bite wires anymore. They used to when they were young. It's very typical of animals.
1 second. Hold on.
Oh. She's about to have a big brain moment, guys. Even my nose is trying to stop me from staying on late tonight. I feel my nose stuffing up.
Okay.
This is why she's not a guy.
I thought I'd try to see if it would fit in the other one, but nah.
I said, this is why you're not a man.
Maybe. But I don't know. Because this one has a little white thing you line up. And I think this one's smaller.
Am I alone? Nathaniel, you might be. I don't often have anybody on my my Twitch. I have to figure out how to put the emotes on there, though.
That one's actually really easy. Well, it is easy and it's not easy at the same time. It's kind of irritating. But
That
I'm
doesn't
also
give me any
don't stream
hope.
on Twitch anymore for that reason. Or one of those reasons.
By the way, guys, my memberships are up. So if you want, you can become a member. I believe Esteban is a member. And if you see that beautiful little symbol next to his name, let me double check and find out. I'm going to go onto the live stream and see.
Oh, that's the problem.
What did you do? Ooh. See, yes, so if you see Esteban has that little golden emblem next to his name, you also can get access to all of these lovely things, and you get early access to videos and blogs and vlogs and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind if you want to. I have to figure out how to put all that shit, which the reason why I bring it up is, see this lovely lady right here? She perfected all those for me. She helped me out like a nice friend does. So the reason why my badges and my emotes look so nice is thanks to this lovely woman right here. So, you know, maybe if you are doing your own stuff and you want to have someone help you out, maybe you could commission her and pay her to do that for you.
I can't draw it, but I can format it. But honestly, the only problem with yours was that you didn't have the right file sizes.
I figured that was it, but I couldn't figure out how to do that.
Oh, from your phone? Yeah.
Yeah, I can make some pretty pictures. That is the maximum of my talent. Anything else, all that technical shit, I leave to the bigger brains, i.e. you.
At least my degree is worth something.
Listen, you're worth it all to me, babe. Don't you let yourself fall short. But let me tell you something. She saved me because if you guys saw the first ones, woof, it was rough.
Oh shit!
What?
Hold on.
Oh God, what? Oh, he's doing the dead puppy. I dare you to poke the belly. Just tap it. put one finger right in the yee, poke it. It's the little so puppy legs entertain me the most because they lack all fluid. They lack all like dense bones. They're just little floppy fluids. Oh, hello, Vincent. What you doing? Oh,
He's
his
just
butt
making his
was-
way through.
Oh, wait, it wasn't him.
No,
didn't
it was
have a
him.
butt
He
problem.
had the tail problem,
He had the tail problem. It was
which you can't even tell anymore.
it was oh god, I'm forgetting
Alex.
his name. It was Alex. He had the butt problem.
Yeah, he had the extra butthole.
Rachel!
Hey, Rachel.
Poke him again. Let Rachel see the puppy leg twitch. Oh. Oh. It's the little like floppiness for me.
Look at his feet.
Little feet. Hey, baby boy. See, I would love to hold him and cuddle him and play with him, and then hand him right back to her.
Yeah, I get them while they're cute and easy, and then I give them off to somebody else before they reach. Normally, sell them off to somebody else before they reach wire chewing stage.
Chief is working hard. Look, you can see the sleeves are rolled up and everything. That's the
Unfortunately,
face of a man that's doing some shit.
well, it doesn't help that it's hot up here.
Listen, stop being sexy, the both of you, and you want to have that. Ugh.
He's doing good. He's working hard, doing the community management stuff for Mr. Eric July, getting everybody's accounts figured out while they're trying to order their ISOM 2s.
Because as a matter of fact, guys, it just went live on the Kickstarter, and you are up.
No, not Kickstarter. It's on his site. He doesn't crowdfund. You got to remember that. That's an important fact.
Oh, that's true. So he just did the camp. Is it campaign? I saw the
Well,
word
he calls it a campaign. It's a pre-order. So he gets basically, the pre-orders ahead of time. He has all the books. They're right there in his warehouse that he just finished building, and then he'll probably start shipping them out. I think he said the end of July-ish.
That'd be funny if he did. Eric July ships at the end of July. And
he's $750,000, and
so
they're not even.
what, 3 days?
Are they just over 12 hours in? About 13 hours in? And they've got 75 days on the campaign, so.
You're the one with the kickstart. And here's what I will tell you guys: if you want, I have yet to buy either of the ESOMs because you bitch be broke. Though hopefully not for too much longer. That's the hope with everything going on. Thankfully, both bosses seem to be still quite happy with me.
Yeah.
So, and if I can just get more of my content to go out, because I do. Hey, Big T, I got your email, but I'm not sure what's going on Saturday, so I will let you know. I am exceedingly busy this week because Thursday and Friday, guess what I had to do horror.
Oh, what's that?
I have to do double duty. Oh, is that the culprit? No, that's Grace. I'll say wait the first too long. That's not the culprit. And guys, by the way, seriously, if you have not, you need to follow Big T. He is up and coming in the anti-Bopo movement, and he is definitely someone who you should listen to because more than me, he has had a lot of experience with leaving, having the weight issues, getting out of that. Definitely someone to listen to. He is a friend of us, and we love him. She's so much calmer now. She was neurotic for a few weeks.
Yeah, she's always neurotic until about the time their teeth start coming in and they start getting bitey while they're nursing. And then after that, she really doesn't want much to do with them.
No, look at her. She's like, I'm so thrilled. My boobs are almost done with this shit. I'm pro Bopo. Listen, body positive in the right way is different. We talk about Lizzo Bopo. We ain't about that shit. Look at her.
This is her favorite spot right here.
You can see it. Look at her eyes. Like, I love when dogs get like that. Like they want to keep them open, but they can't.
No, I'll be sitting in my chair. She'll come and lay on my hand, just so that I can scratch her right here.
Lizzo the lizard. You know the worst part is, You know what? No, I will talk about it tomorrow, guys, because I got shit to say. I might have a date. Yo!
Oh, congratulations.
Nice, Big T. I take her out fancy. And look at
Do you have something to say?
she's like, I'm trying, but the microphone's not working.
Is your son chewing on the microphone cable? Hold on.
Oh my god, you better stop him again, girl.
Oh, he's not even in the room right now. He's over there.
Good. Oh my god. All I know is right, like it's one of those weeks. Cause
It's only
I'm running
Monday.
around and then it's June, as you all know. June is just not my month. But my birthday is in 2 weeks, so it's exactly I can count, I swear. 14 days.
Oh!
Oh god, what happened?
She pushed the baby off the table.
Oh
He's okay. Because while you can crush a puppy, when they fall, they bounce.
no!
He's
Oh my
fine.
god, it just looked like that's something that happened and went right back to what he was doing.
You know, he's now yeah, he just
Don't tell me he fell asleep right as he fell. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Where is he?
He's not there. Girl,
No,
that's
he was about to fall asleep. Now he's up and moving again.
Aww.
And now he's peeing.
Ew.
You brat. Which, you know, that happens when they wake up.
Oh my god. That's too much. Custy. Yo, kicking her own child off the table, that's hella custy.
I don't think she didn't mean to. She just
She just wanted
okay,
to.
now she's licking it up. Great.
Ew. That's custy too.
She's
What the heck are y'all doing on second thought? I don't want to know. Right. That is cheap. He's like, fuck, you know what? This is some white people shit. I don't want to know about it. Oh my god, that's too much. That is too freaking much.
Of course, she knocked him down. Now he's chasing around trying to get one of the nipples.
That's called revenge. That is revenge to the extreme. Oh my gosh, no, but so I have my own little achievement this week.
Oh yeah.
I have been. Oh yes, good night, Big T, because I need to fall asleep soon, dude. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. But because for her, it's like what
9.
Yeah, for me, it's 11:04. So, but anyways, I have been the waitress this week at my restaurant.
Oh wow, how's that going?
Well, let me tell you something. So, one, I found out that Aleve is not as good as the Walmart brand of naproxen, which I am really surprised about.
Really?
So I have been using the Walmart brand naproxen because it's a good $3 cheaper than the name brand, but they're both naproxen, same amount, everything. My husband couldn't. Usually, I am sending Starman to go to the market because I'll be either here editing or I'll be at work, and so as every good leader does, I dole out the thing. Okay, baby, get this, and this. I trust your judgment on A, B, and C. Go ahead and get it. He's like, well, babe, I couldn't get you the equate, so I got you the name brand. That shit did not work. I always feel like it was so bad. I physically could feel my knees rock in my leg. Like, the pain was bad and the swelling was bad. And I was just like, I like, all right. So I imagine you're about to know what I'm talking about. That ice pain where you physically feel like it's a spike of pain of ice and heat going up and down directly in the leg from the knee being the source. It was bad. And then 2 days ago, I got out of the car to get into the restaurant and I went, and my whole leg gave out. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a great day. And that was like, so I was so thrilled when I finally got my pain meds back. It's been 3 days. Oh, I feel the difference. I can walk around a little bit more. I can function a little bit more. But yeah, so I think I don't think I told you. For the first time ever, I walked around solid 40 minutes.
Oh wow.
I mean, like, from start to finish, I went 40 minutes running around the restaurant. I didn't even realize it.
That's great.
It was so crazy. I was like, why am I hurting so much? And I was like, and I had sent Starman a text. No, I sent my brother a text. It was his birthday. And so I sent him the birthday text. I said, happy birthday, you asshole. I love you. And then, so that's how I knew. And I'm like, I'm looking at that. And that's when it occurred to me, hi, baby. Come here. Come here, you bad girl. And that's when I was like, I sent that. And that was at 12:02. And I checked the clock and it was 12:50.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had not sat down the whole time. That was running drinks, making coffee, bringing food, taking orders, bussing tables. And I was like, wow. And then I did it twice more this week. Now, granted, my knees are fucking killing me. But I did it.
Yep.
And then you told me something earlier too.
Yeah. We went, so during the summer, they have a farmer's market downtown. And we try to go, every Saturday, because that's when it is. So we went to the farmer's market. We walked the entire farmer's market. We did stop and have breakfast. But then we went, we came home.
Your
And
breakfast looked good, by the way.
Huh?
Well, sheep's breakfast looked good. I saw the pancake.
Oh, the pancake. Yeah. No, he had a pancake. I had 2 eggs,
Night, Allison.
bacon, and a biscuit. So
Honestly, that sounds good too.
it was good. It was the place we go is a pretty good little place. So, but we came home, and then from being home, we went out in the yard. I checked my garden. I was back and forth doing some other stuff, trying to get ready to clean the carpets. Then my mom came home and she wanted to go to Home Depot. I swear we walked Home Depot twice. Looking for
Is anything, or did you walk like without a carriage?
No, well, I mean, I had the carriage, but
Okay.
unlike you, I can't lean on the carriage. It doesn't do me any good. I just push the carriage. And actually, I talked to my mom about that, and she's like, "Yeah, no, you're way too tall for that." And I'm like, "Yeah, my head would be actually," because we were talking about it, and I'm like, "Can I do?" Nope, that's not gonna work.
I don't know if we
Like,
can
that's
put it on stream, but I was telling her how I make it around the store. Because, all right, I'm going to demonstrate. You ready? So this is how Starson shops. This is me on every carriage. And then I'm like running around with the carriage. And I can go pretty fast. And Horror was like, I can't do that.
No, because the handle for me is at like my belly button.
That's like
So
at my chest.
I would have to like it wouldn't work. So
Well, now
I
you
tried.
know exactly how short I am.
Yeah. No, my mom on the way home, my mom asked, "So is Star Sand short?" Because my mom's 5'4", and I'm like, "Yeah, I think she's like 5'2", and she's like, "Wow." But no, I did all that, and because I wear this, I have a general idea of how much I walked. Now the downside is if I'm using a carriage or something, because my hands are still, it doesn't count every step. So on the way out of the Home Depot, I was at like 5'7" something. And then after we got home and did a bunch of stuff, it still ended up over 6,000. It was like 6,325 or something. And not the sad thing. The good thing is I didn't hurt.
No,
I didn't feel like I needed to stop. I didn't feel like I was exhausted. Most importantly, unlike the other last few weeks, my legs didn't hurt. I mean, you're just talking about how your legs hurting, but I didn't get that like serious burning from my hips to my ankles, and that feeling that you can't sit still, but you can't stand because they hurt. You don't really want, so they're really uncomfortable because there's no in between.
Seriously, you are more.
I've been working on it. Because like the fact that I am losing weight and getting more able to do things is been a process over like the last 2 or 3 years at least, because I started with just trying to walk regularly. And my big problem is that even walking, I never really saw any difference other than, okay, I can walk longer.
You don't notice?
But I'm not losing weight.
Because what happens is like you gain muscle. Like that's been the craziest thing for me. Like everyone can see I'm slimming down, but when I look at the scale, guys, the scale has not changed too much.
Mhm.
But that's because I gain a lot of muscle, especially when you're overweight. Your muscle distribution focuses on your butt and your thighs and your belly. And so you will stay roughly the same weight for a while because the fat is now changing, like, it's exchanging places with the muscle. And it's still crazy, but I'm so proud of you because like you are doing way better than me, and I don't say it in a way. I'm saying in a like awesome way because I am still at the stage where, and this is what I talk about. I'm not trying to make this about my channel, but this is what I talk about.
It is on your channel too, so
It's true. But hi Edie,
Hi,
hi
Edie.
Choco, what the fuck are you doing up? I say in a positive way, but girl, this is like 3 or 4 in the morning for her.
Oh shit.
For Choco.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, because she's in the UK. And
guess whose sleep was disrupted by oppressive heat? You mean that whole 84 degrees I saw time lapse melt an ice cream? But I know it's the UK. You guys aren't used to that kind of temperature.
84 degrees. But whatchamacallit. But yeah, so like I tell everyone, this is not an overnight switch. It's not even a 1-year switch. You can do it. And the younger you are, it is easier to do it within a year. But you have to know your limits. And if you've already got a lot of physical ailments and you don't have something where it's like the doctor's telling you you've got to lose it fast,
yep,
you shouldn't. You should lose it slow. You should change habits. Like, for instance, I've changed a lot of habits. No, Edie doesn't know the UK joke. She's in Ireland.
Oh, well, still, they're not used to that kind of heat either.
Hey, Sponge Woman, how is life? Right. And so, like, I tell everyone, I'm like, you have to start and you have to take a long time to build that habit, because the thing is, you're breaking habits that are like 10, 20 years old. Like, you ate like that for your entire childhood and now you're expecting in 6 months to change it. No.
I can't even say I ate like that my whole childhood. My childhood.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, no, you've established habits. You're used to doing these things day in and day out, and it takes, what is it, 3 weeks to break a habit or something?
So to break it, I think it takes, they said at minimum 21 days. And then to build a new one, it takes 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
And then, you've got to continually build upon it, build upon it, build upon it. And that's what I've been trying to do. Like the snacks that I reach for, the other day, so I love Cheerwine. So Cheerwine is a soda that is local to North Carolina, and it's one of my favorites. And I don't really drink it very often, but when I do, I'll just have whatchamacallit. Rachel said it's 3 months, so I said 2. She said 3. To build the new habit, breaking it is 3 weeks to 21 days to 3 weeks, and to build a new one takes up to 3 months. With Cheerwine, I can't remember the last time I drank one, and often if I ever go out for fast food, you have to get a soda of some kind. I almost always throw it out after a few sips. But I always did it because I don't want that much sugar in my diet anyway. So I'm tossing it all out the window. Or I'm getting a small, so that way I'm only drinking a little bit. With the Cheerwine was a little can. I barely got through a quarter of the can, and I was like, done. It's been so long since I've drank soda. So I drink so much water now. And so I have actually a question. Have you heard of water talk?
I have. I think we talked about it, if not last week, but maybe the week before.
Did we, regulars, did we talk about it? I know I've talked about it off camera, I want to say. I don't know.
I thought we talked about it a little bit on camera. We didn't watch any videos or anything, but I thought we discussed it. We might not have.
But do you want to watch
We might have said we'll talk about that next week.
Yes, that is what we did. We brought it up, and then we said we were going to talk. You know what?
What?
Let me see if I can find on somewhere just a water talk.
Oh my God, those. And I'm not gonna lie, I do add a little bit of orange juice to my water, just because. No, it's not. It's not anywhere. Because when I say a little orange juice, this is 64 ounces, and I add maybe 8 ounces. It's a 7-to-1 ratio: 7 parts water, 1 part orange juice.
So let me.
And that's actually, I credit that with the fact that when my ankle was hurt and I couldn't move around at all, with the fact that I didn't gain weight, the fact that I'm not 400 pounds is because I was doing that.
Okay, are you guys ready? Because this one is definitely... So I'm going to turn off the volume because I don't know what
music
that is. I'm going to share. Okay.
Sydney, where are you, you dumbass?
Now I want you to look, before I even hit play, what part of this fucking image says water to any of you? Does any of that scream water? These are cocktail flavorings. And they're by the Skinny Girl, the you know, and it just because it says skinny does not mean it's healthy. It's just slightly better options.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all designed. You can even see the fucking pina coladas and margaritas on the front.
Mermaid something there.
Huh?
That mermaid something.
For the mermaid drink, I know.
Toxic blue shit.
Right. So now just watch this. So these girls have their Stanley cups.
They all have Stanley cups. It's crazy.
Stanley cups. I have my Hydroflow and I love it.
I have this generic brand that's blank.
Sugar-free pineapple passion fruit and pineapple syrup.
Another loads up a tumbler with Fanta powder and coffee syrups. Sure, many of these powders and syrups are sugar-free, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're
Actually, so one YouTuber broke it all down, and if you look at everything they have, it's more sugar than in soda. What these women ingest. And then they're trying to say, doctors say, well, at least you're having water. Okay, if that was the case, your doctor would also say that alcohol is equivalent to water. Just drinking coffee is equivalent to water. Just
drinking all that soda is equivalent to water.
Yeah, like, you cannot compare the two. Just because there's water in it, it's everything else in the water that makes it bad. Like, this is the problem that they're not, like, look at this. This woman right here, this one with the black hair, she is the originator.
healthy. Oddly, the trend seems to be taking drinking water, one of the most basic everyday activities, and turn it into something people need special ingredients and aesthetic cups to participate in. But on the other hand, some people have noted that adding a little flavor to their water does help them drink more water day to day. So as long as you don't go overboard with unhealthy add-ins, maybe there is a fruit-flavored silver lining to this new TikTok obsession. The flavor?
It's called Crystal Light.
I can't stand it. I can't do the fake water. I can't do the fake sugar at all.
See,
oh
look.
God, that was horrible.
Welcome. Now that ice machine I want. But look at
I
this.
love
Look,
my
look
ice
at
machine.
this. She's adding
Crush.
soda flavoring. She's adding in syrups, and she's not even measuring it. She's just pouring as she sees fit.
And the crazy thing is those syrups don't don't disperse well in a cold water.
They do not.
So why you would do that is like beyond me.
I don't know what this thing is doing. I don't know why it won't. There we go. So caramel apple water. Okay, so we're starting with water, then ice cubes. Jolly Ranchers.
Artificial flavored.
So look at that neon green. Then she's adding salted caramel. At least she's measuring it. God. But
I mean, of them, that's not the worst one that I've seen. I mean, that's actually almost reasonable, minus the weird flavor.
Don't know what's up with that. Okay, these are not water.
Hair.
This guy is hilarious. I can't watch him because I'm afraid of getting demonetized.
Nice.
But his shit is hilarious. If you guys, it's all jokes. You have to see it. What he does is just it's chef's kiss. Hi, Quiet Chris. I feel like Quiet Chris smells when Choco Hooligan comes on stream, because then out of nowhere stuff happens. Let's see.
Yeah, you could just add real fruit, or just a little bit of orange juice.
Like
I've done it with pineapple juice.
Are better, or you could add fruit puree. Like you could literally puree fruit, put it into your water. Like it's much cheaper to go to the frozen section and get some fruit, puree it, make it into ice cubes, and then put that into your water bottle. And then as it melts, Drink
adds
that.
flavor. Yep. Now I have been known to buy a shelf stable craft puree flavoring for stuff, but it's like $50 a bottle. But it's also it's real fruit. It's not
real
just a whole
fruit.
bunch of additives and all that. So
There's this one that
I
we
kinda
use at
miss
the
it.
restaurant. I don't remember the name of it, but it's pure strawberry puree.
Is it amaretto?
No, it's a little box,
Oh, okay.
and it has to be refrigerated once it's opened.
Oh,
And
you know,
I love it.
Amaretto's got one of those. They've got a shelf stable bottle that you can just keep on the counter, and it's good for years. And then they've got a jar, and they've also got a little bottle, but one of them does have to be refrigerated because of what it is.
Right.
But as far as a strawberry flavoring goes, it's the best I've had, period.
14 volcano cakes. Now I must do something I really didn't want to do. What, throw them out? Because that's a lot of fucking cake. My diet is ruined. I just Staff's on. I don't know who Staff's on is, but my essence is concentrated. It's all the chocolate. But no, I will tell you without a doubt. All right, so Horror, is there a food that you feel personal with? Something that, like, if somebody doesn't like it, you almost feel a little insulted, and when people bastardize it, you get angry. Is there anything like that?
Strawberries, honestly.
Water is mine. And Chaco is going to make fun of me because I really do think I am obsessed with water. I felt viscerally angry when I found out about water talk. Oh, I'm sideways because that's where I can see her. So that's why I do that. Normally when I'm talking to the camera, but there's no computer for me to look at, so it feels weird to look this way. So I'm always looking at Horror. Shep, we all know spelling rules are guidelines.
Depends on who you ask.
But what was it? What?
Hmm?
You said, well, let me ask.
Oh, so it depends on who you ask in terms of the spelling rules.
But what was it? What was I talking about? They threw me off.
Your water.
Oh yeah, when I heard about water talk, I actually got excited. Okay, because I was like, because for years I have been made fun of for liking just water. Like, it has been an uphill battle for me to tell people I love water. Water, I enjoy water. I can drink just water. And everyone's like, you're fucking basic. You're nasty. Water is disgusting. And most of the people that tell me this start their day with a sun drop or a Coke.
Oh no, that's an orange flavored drink. Never mind. I remember.
It's like a lemon lime and neon. It's the kind that'll destroy sperm. This woman is more water than fucking ocean. And so, like, I got so excited because I thought my people had finally arrived. I was like, people are finally drinking water. They're loving it as much as I love it. I was so ready. I was so excited. And then I saw the syrups come out and I was like,
what?
I saw this and I was physically angry. I got so mad when they started. I was like, this is Kool-Aid. It's fucking Kool-Aid. They're making non-carbonated soda. Like, I was so mad and I was like, stop calling it water. It's not water.
I'll be honest. I don't feel that strongly about water, but I did the same thing. And that's just because I don't like it when people try to pretend they're doing something that they're not actually doing. You're not making water, you are making a flavored beverage. And it just happens to be the base of most flavored beverages, no matter what that happens to be, is water. Actually, the base of most things, including your shampoo, is water. So at this point, they're saying that they could go out and drink the shampoo and their doctor would be fine with it because at least they're getting more water. Look at the bottle. First ingredient, 9 times out of 10, water.
That's why I get such a kick. And then they go, y'all, I just came up with something. You're not going to believe it. It is so delicious. And it has helped me hydrate. Now, supposedly how this all came up is because when you have bariatric surgery, I wish Big T was still here. He could have actually confirmed it or not. Supposedly you have a hard time drinking just straight water.
No,
I don't understand how that's true.
It's because of when they cut your stomach down. It changes so much about your digestive system. It doesn't things don't have the same ability to, like, if you're drinking cold water, it's going to feel colder going down because it doesn't have the same cavity to kind of warm up in.
That sounds exciting to me. I love cold water. I love when cold water hits your stomach and you feel like it actually physically coat your stomach.
Yeah, no, I like that feeling. But at the same time, they don't really have, depending on the type of surgery they had, they don't really have an actual stomach anymore.
Right. Well, that's one of the
So
reasons why I won't do it.
I won't either.
Because
No.
it causes, number one, 50% chance of dying on the table. Number two, it messes up. So I know when you're in an extreme situation, maybe you need it. I am never going to be in that extreme situation, so I'm never going to need it. But that's my thing. It's like, to me, hello, Marcus. To me,
Hey,
what
Marcus.
I find hilarious, it's like TikTok discovers Kool-Aid. That's what it feels like to me. It's like they just figured out what fucking Kool-Aid is.
No.
No. Well, no, I lie. Okay. And I know that's shocking. Guys, you can't see what he's asking. So yes and no.
No, just no.
Okay, but here's why for me. It's not going to ever be a tarantula. Jumping spiders have been shown to create bonds. And so I have an affinity for jumping spiders. So if I could get myself past touching them, I would get one. But that's the only reason why I say no, because I know I can never get to that point where I can touch a fucking jumping spider. I can hold a paper, I can dangle them from their web by a stick and put them where they belong. Although, if you ever see the edits of peacock spiders playing maracas, that could convince me.
I've seen that one. That one's cute. But still no.
Why is
Always.
it for you now?
Always, forever. I am. Oh shit! I'm gonna see if you guys can see this.
Is it cuteness? Is it cuteness? And what? I
Come on.
can't see. It's. Oh no! It went.
See if it'll focus on it. No, well, I'll just read it to you. My mother just texted me. Her question is, how did Bruce get downstairs?
Well, he bounces.
I'm going to say, unlike his brother, who at about the same age got himself up the stairs and stood at the top of the stairs and cried, he took himself downstairs.
Let's see. Chris says that Arizona blonde tarantulas. I can't say I've ever seen one. Oh, well, that's the first thing I put BL. That motherfucker don't look all calm. Chris, I think you're lying to me.
I'm an arachnophobe, which is why my answer's no.
That is not the posture of a calm creature. Just saying. But there's a peacock tarantula? What? Whoa. Bottle and sell that fucking color.
It's a very pretty color.
That is there. I will say this. I did not know tarantulas could come in neon green, purple, and blue and pink. Like legitimate bright neon colors. I don't want one for myself, but I certainly want to take the colors. But see, look at how fucking tiny they are. Like, all right, so let's just talk about nature photographers for a minute.
I'm gonna go address the puppy real quick. So you talk about nature photographers. I'll be right back.
Yeah, because there's a tiny dog running around downstairs. I want you guys to look at the size of a peacock spider. I want you to look up a clown spider. And good night, Big T. How are you going to be an arachnophobe? It's Pride Month. That's bad, Marcus. That's bad. But, okay, so I want you to look at that, all right? Look at the size of that spider. And remember that every one of these pictures you see is a mating dance that was captured by a nature photographer who had to sit there for God knows how many days to see a creature this size and not scare it away. This size. That's a male. Those are the ones that do the dancing. And I was watching a behind the scenes from National Geographic on nature photographers and how they were watching some really rough shit. And what they go through because it's very difficult for them. I gotta say, I have always had respect for nature photographers. But when I heard, because like one of the reasons why I could never be one is because I do know about this one. This one's actually kind of cute. Oh, I had to crack my neck. But, and did you guys know that jumping spiders will very purposely put raindrops on their heads? I don't know if you guys knew this. No one quite knows why they do it. Oh, I no longer have the raindrop pictures. But jumping spiders have a habit of placing raindrops on their heads. No one quite knows why. I sent you a reel of a man dancing, and I'm disappointed you didn't comment on it. I wish my butt was that colorful. Right, Big T? Good night, good morning, happy Sunday. Sunday? Big T, you tired? It is only Tuesday, sir. I think you tired. I think your phone is auto-filling something. Happy Sunday, right? It is not. It is a Tuesday, children. Sunday is my favorite day of the week. Where are all the cute and fluffy baby mammals? Well, you missed all that, Pluribus. We did that earlier. They didn't confuse the stupid human photographers. Well, actually, one of the things that I was reading up earlier was how walruses, this is kind of sad. Walruses, because they're lacking ice, they're crawling up mountains, but the problem is they're not used to not having water right below them like they do with ice. So they're jumping off mountains thinking they're giant ice flows, and they're falling to their death, and these photographers had to watch it, and they couldn't do anything about it. That was rough. That was rough. So this right here, these are because the walrus believe they're on an ice flow. And so they said they were watching these walruses just fall to their death, and there's nothing they could do about it. And they said it was one of the toughest things these people had to sit and watch. Because the walruses get themselves all the way up there, and then they don't realize the ocean isn't right below them. That is very rough. You can rebite me trying to edit a video. Yeah, I should have gone to bed an hour ago trying to edit a video. Damn. No, don't do that, T. You just like me. You got too much going on, too. Make sure you get some sleep, honey. It's an incredibly horrible circle of life. Right. Like, it's difficult, man. It is difficult when you have these situations because, you don't think about it. And that's why, like, again, when I hear these things that nature photographers have to go through, like they have to watch, animals getting killed in rather gruesome ways, or they'll see an infant animal starving. Legally, they cannot interrupt because the idea is if you weren't there, that animal's still going to suffer. And it's nature, and we shouldn't have to take part. And the problem is our very human reaction is to go and try to help and go and try to fix it. But we have to remember that there is a reason why that animal isn't, being taken care of by its herd or flock or whatever. It's very different unless it's extreme circumstance, right? And even then, it's very rare. I think the only time they'll allow it is if it's a very endangered species. Yeah, like a natural extreme is something different. Like if it's a human caused it, we're allowed to step in. And I believe if it's an extremely endangered species where it's like there's like less than 10, I think they're allowed to then kind of situation. Or minimize suffering. Exactly. But even then, sometimes no. Well, Walt felt differently when he had crew encourage Lemons towards a cliff. Right. Well, that was a whole other thing. I know that the lemmings falling off cliff, that's not real at all. That's not true. Lemmings do not fly off cliffs. Thunderstorm is here to break my muggy oppression. Let me tell you something, Chaco. For anyone tuning in now, the thunderstorms the other day were bad here. Yesterday, they literally busted open the roof of one of the events I was supposed to be at on Thursday. They set a church on fire in town, and I was there 4 blocks from the church that set on fire. That lightning bolt was so bad. There's a little bell in the front of the restaurant. It shook the whole street, and the bell rang, and I was like, fuck. It was bad. It should be when there's less than 500. I don't know the exact, Chris, because I don't think... I have to look up the parameters, because, like, for instance, not polar bears, pandas are no longer on the endangered list, I heard. Like, they have been successful enough. Let me double check. I need to Google this now. I believe they are no longer endangered, pandas. Let me see. Pandas, no. Yep. I know they're not extinct. God, I gotta show you this. This is so stupid. Okay. Not extinct. Really? Our panda's not endangered anymore. So they are no longer endangered. They are not considered endangered, but polar bears still are. What was the denomination? I think it was Presbyterian, but the reason it was just all over. There was lightning everywhere, dude. Like, it was bad. They are still less destructive than mostly peaceful protests, right? Pandas, aren't they extremely dense? So pandas are dumb and not dumb. There's if you guys want to see Waytop and Casual Geographic both did videos recently on pandas that are really comprehensive and better at explaining it than I am, because I only glaze the information. Sorry, I was invested in my cake. All 14 of them, Rachel. And excuse you, sir. He's going potty behind me. Nasty. But yeah, the Rachel, we forgive the... Yeah, she got 14 cakes gifted to her. Out here just bragging to the rest of us. Oh, got her ears lowered, right? So this, if you look both ears, I don't know what it is about this ear. I love Casual Geographic. I hear a horror.
Yep, I'm back.
Did we fix the puppy problem?
Yeah, I stuck him in his little jail with some food.
We were talking about how pandas are no longer endangered.
Really?
Yep, they're off the endangered list. We were talking about how walruses... Yes, how walruses have jumped off cliffs because they thought they were ice floes and they fell to their death. Yeah. And I was talking about how, a lot of folks don't realize that wildlife photographers can't step in almost any situation.
Yep.
And they were like, well, sometimes to at least make it better or easier for death. I'm like, no, even then you can't end their life quicker, because the problem is whatever you do might interrupt what's going to happen to the carcass afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to eat it? Is our animals going to go towards it? You would be surprised.
Well, and that's why
20 pounds of bacon. Why aren't you giving it to me, Rachel? Sorry.
I could use 20 pounds of bacon as well.
Real.
I love bacon. Choco, it's a little concerning that you are immediately equating food to the weight of a small child.
I was just thinking that, like, aren't you the one that like children, young lady?
We might need to have a talk with you. But yeah, I mean, the fact is actually any photographer and technically journalists aren't even supposed to step in when they're doing their thing, because they're going to change what's going on. There's just supposed to be observers, which, I mean, depending on the physics you follow, the very act of observation can change the outcome of something, but that's separate kind of
But it's true. And see, Chris just said I would quit on the spot. That's why, even though I would love to be a wildlife photographer, and in every other aspect, I have all, because I could sit there and stare at something for days, and I can do repetitive shit, and I can be entertained, and I can be stubborn and stick to something. The problem with it is that I've thrown myself into traffic for geese. I don't think I have it in me to respect nature enough to not step in it. And they say that's every wildlife photographer. Like, again, with the walrus thing, these people were crying their eyes out. Like, they were watching this, and the entire crew was sobbing because they watched an entire fleet, because I don't know what they're called, but an entire fleet of walruses just commit suicide. Well, I just said one of the magic words, but still. It's because bacon is above children in my absolute not list. I'm extremely fussy with bacon if I do eat it. Oh my god, Choco. I'm gonna send you chocolate covered bacon just to get you mad. I'm gonna make you feel so torn. That was something that Peachy found out about last night on stream.
Chocolate covered bacon.
Because I do 3 streams now because I'm a glutton for punishment. I do a Sunday night smothered or mothered. Mothered or smothered on Sundays with Peachy and Faye Queen. I obviously do my show with you, which I shouted out yesterday, and then tomorrow I do my drawing stream. And she was like, so she plays this kids game, that's video games, and you make it your own ice cream shop, and she unlocked chocolate covered bacon, and she got upset. She's like, this is one of those video game things, and she realized it was real. She's like, who would even eat that? And I'm like,
I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. I don't like sweet bacon.
You have to get the right one to begin with. But do you know what I did? And then I decided I really wanted to make her upset. So who remembers a few years ago when IHOP had their Bacon Fest? Does anyone remember?
I don't have an IHOP, so.
Okay, so IHOP had this whole thing where it was all bacon themed stuff, and they had this thick cut pork belly. When I tell you, I have had it at high end restaurants, I have had it at low end. This was some of the best pork belly I ever had because it was thick cut. The way they did it was fantastic. And so they pods are heard. Thank you, Shadow. That's what I was trying to remember. So they had an entire line of French toast, waffles, and pancakes with bacon themes. They had crepes with bacon themes. They had those little egg I don't think they call them omelets, whatever they call them. The egg torpedoes they make that are like stuffed omelets. They had a bacon theme with that. They had bacon milkshakes. They had chocolate and bacon. I tried every single bacon thing they had. All of it was so good. That entire week, every day for work, I ordered. I don't know what it's called, Pluribus. I forget. It's not the crepes. It's something else. And I'm tired. I have to go to bed soon. Huh?
It's not an omelet?
Not an omelet. I don't think it's an omelet. Either way. Bacon is overrated, my hot take. Listen, NT War Machine.
It's just more for me.
You have the right to your wrong opinion. You and Starman can go sit in the corner being Nazis and hating bacon. And
I'll eat your bacon.
We will eat your portion, exactly. Now, I agree with this. I agree with this wholeheartedly.
And then, I am not a fan of sweet applications of bacon. I don't like maple bacon, and I don't really like it in stuff.
I can't lie. I love bacon. Which is why it kills me because my boss is Muslim.
Oh,
And so no pork is allowed in the restaurant.
that's sad.
And I'm like, it's not a souffle. I forget what it's called, guys. They don't sell it anymore, I don't think. I'm gonna have to check. Bacon soda is exactly what it sounds like. It's soda that has like
Bacon flavor.
They put some kind of like liquid smoke and something else into it to make it taste like bacon, and it's as atrocious
Which
as it
doesn't
sounds.
taste like bacon.
I like bacon on ice cream and milkshakes. Yes, obviously not an everyday thing, but
Well, ice cream and milkshakes shouldn't be an everyday thing either.
Right.
A frittata? No, it wouldn't be a frittata. Those are normally round.
It's not. Let me see. Now I gotta Google it. You guys gonna make me do that, and then that's probably gonna be the last thing I'm gonna do because I have to go to bed soon, or I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow, and I have way too much to do to be exhausted. Let me see. I remember it very clearly. IHOP egg quarantine.
Ooh, this one's only $13.99.
Was it crepes? Then that's not it. So IHOP egg. What's the omelets look like? Let me see. I guess that is their omelet. Okay, so yeah, these things.
Yeah, that's how they do their omelets.
Yeah, their omelets are a little weird. Starson is obviously making it up. I'm not making it up.
They're supposed to be kind of quasi French style omelets, which is French style. You roll it up, but and yeah, not my favorite type of omelet.
So this was when they were having so see, this was I got these. This is when they had it. It was a couple of years ago. So that was the bacon milkshake and the bacon pancakes. Come on.
That's why I gave up trying to focus on my watch.
Now you know how it was for us. Fucking A. Either way, you saw it for a second. So it was all like each pancake had bacon in it along with maple. And it was like, okay, so IHOP releases Bacon Obsession menu with Steakhouse. This was in 2021. IHOP introduces a new Bacon Obsession menu Tuesday with a Steakhouse Premium bacon with a maple glaze and limited menu items like Steakhouse Premium Bacon Burger, candied bacon pancakes, and a maple bacon milkshake. Bacon is already one of the chain's most popular breakfast proteins, and more than 50% of customers have bacon with their orders. Blah 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 blah. People love bacon, but yeah, I had everything on their bacon menu, everything. So if you look at it right here. This big thick cut of bacon right there, that I ordered just on its own because it was just fucking amazing. And they had the Oreo and bacon waffle sundae. That's only for takeout. But I got all of it, and that was just because I couldn't resist it. And it was like, I don't often go out and get that stuff, but when I do, I make sure I get all the stuff. I make sure that I don't miss out on none of it. And I'll pace it out. Like I said, I did it every day that week.
Yeah.
And yeah. But now you all know. Some don't eat bacon, some don't eat beef, but everyone loves chicken, except for vegans.
They don't count.
Oreo, no thank you. Listen, just because you haven't had it doesn't mean it's wrong. You were going to eat chocolate-covered bacon, just pretend the Oreo is, slightly like chocolate. Yeah, if you don't sleep, I'll know. And I will spend your entire art stream unbearable. Listen, my art stream is going to be late anyways. Most of my people who follow my art stream are here. So just make sure you know, guys, it will be late tomorrow. I don't know what time. It'll be sometime after 2 o'clock. But Oreos are too sweet. What are they doing with the Oreos in the UK?
I mean, I can go either way on Oreos.
Vegans are people?
Only barely. They're just as much people as commies.
They're the Marxists of the eating world.
Yes. Yes, they are.
See, I like Oreos because I think they have a nice balance between slightly salty and sweet. That's me.
I like the chocolate of the cookie just because it's a little darker flavored because they don't touch the cocoa the same way.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of the filling.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Hmm.
Oreo came out with an Oreo flavored Oreo, and I'm not joking. It's Oreo. It's a cookies and cream between, and everyone bought it like, oh, it's gonna taste amazing. It literally just tastes like Oreos.
It's just gonna taste like an Oreo because it's Oreo flavored, which Oreos already are. So what are you talking about?
I mean, the only difference is a much thicker cream. That's it. There's nothing else special. I was like, wow, but you know what? They'll still get us. Mint Oreos, I think the thin mint Oreos are the best. I love them when they're thin because it's like, but I also like
those
grasshoppers. So.
You know those Andes mints? They actually made a cookie like a few years back. They were so goddamn good. I can't find them anywhere now, but they were amazing.
Let's find out. And that will tell you Andes mint cookies. Oh. You can get them at Walmart.
Not my Walmart.
You can order them. There's a recipe for them. But let me see. Let me look at this. Apparently they're at my Walmart. Oh no. Okay. So they are not. Okay. They have cookies and cream in them. They are not themselves cookies.
Yeah, no. It's an actual. It was an Andes mint little cookie. It was just great.
There is something about mint cookies. I don't know what it is. They hit different.
If they're done right, they can be amazing.
This is
if
true.
they're done wrong, they taste like toothpaste.
Yeah. But I will say this, I've rarely seen them be done wrong.
I've seen them be done wrong. I made a peppermint chocolate cake over Christmas this year.
Yeah.
And I put just a little too much peppermint in the icing. So yeah, it was a little toothpastey. But it was still good. Yep, mint chocolate is also good.
I was like trying to find it. Also, someone just said, tell me to delete a comment on something because I was spreading negativities. My negativity was talking about reality. And they didn't like it.
Oh, no. Anything but reality.
Oh, dare we? You know what's really good? Mint chocolate. Well, of course. We just got to. Yep. You are tired, aren't you, girl? Chocolate flavored cookies aren't cheating so long as they are a Metamucil brand. What? I can't. You realize it's the population where a quarter pounder burger at McDonald's failed because they thought it was salt.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm well aware.
I remember this. Oh my god. I can't. That is 100% true, guys. In case you're watching this later, this is 100% true. Oh my god.
Think of how many adults failed fractions.
Oh my god. I failed fractions and I'd be like one of 4 pieces or one of 3 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like even I would do it. What? You know, white chocolate. Yeah, white chocolate's delicious, Choco Hooligan. Would you like me to send you some? It's the passion.
Oh god. My mom loves it. It's her favorite.
But yeah, my negative comment was that Monster High is a children's brand and shouldn't be making pro Pride Month videos.
They were upset with that?
Let me see. I have over 132 responses.
Oh my god.
But I also have 142 likes. So now 143 because I liked my own comment. Oh yeah, I've had a bunch of people coming at me. Most of them small children that don't understand what the hell they're talking about. But yeah. What, baby? What, honey?
I'm gonna make sure this actually works for my headset.
What? What?
Yep, it does.
What? Nova?
I can't believe this. I want to kill that dog.
Oh no. Starson, why are you being reasonable? I don't know, Chris. You know, I'm a bigot.
That's fine. I'll order my paprika at the same time.
I'm a bigot. I'm just a vicious, mean old lady. Right? What? Yeah?
Ooh, I can get this whole thing for free using my double cash points. I'm doing that. Hell yeah.
And your mama's baby girl.
Is it marked? Yes. Use my city points.
Can you
Use
guys
it
believe
for
she's
my
going to
money.
be 10 years old next year?
I
None of my
find
cats are their age.
I find it shocking when I remember that my cat's gonna be 10 years old. Or no, he's over 10 years old. He's like 11 or 12. That's Alex. Vincent's not too much younger than him.
Honestly, all my cats look pretty damn good for their age. But that's
Yeah.
why I told Matthew I'm not so upset about having all the kittens, because the fact that most of our cats are 10 also means, sadly, that
Some are gonna start leaving us.
very soon. And I have been preparing myself for it because I know Greta's already 7.
And she's a big dog. They don't live as long.
Thankfully, she's a mixed breed.
Yeah.
So and she's only 50 pounds. So I'm hopeful. But I have already come to terms with the fact that Orion will probably not live past 10. And he's already halfway there. So I constantly live in the moment of knowing that I have to very much embrace, because I have not lost a dog since I was 8 years old.
Oh no, that's a hard. I mean, losing cats sucks, and it hurt. I mean, losing any pet is terrible. But I mean, there's a little bit of a difference. Yeah.
And for me, I feel like it's a both. Like, I think if I always had dogs,
Mhm.
I'd be sitting and losing my first cat would be very tough. But again, it's like when you create that different bond, especially with Greta, because all my animals are mama's babies. Greta is she is a specific kind. Even Matt will be like, she's such a mama's girl. And I'm like, I know. But
yeah, there's a good chance we might be losing Tiberius in the next week or two. Maybe.
Well, you said he's what, 14?
He's 14. He was diagnosed with Cushing's like 2 years ago. Like, well, no, it was longer than 2 years ago. The first time the vet mentioned it, I think, was 3 years ago. And normally when they get that diagnosis, they only live 2 years after that. So and honestly, the vet only thought he was going to live to be about 7 anyway, because he's so malformed.
Really?
So he's already doubled his life expectancy. So we're worried. I mean, I'm probably going to schedule him at a vet appointment to have the vet assess him and tell us if he thinks he's in more pain than we think he is, or if he's in less pain than we think he is. And then we'll go from there.
Well, that's something I got to do with Zoro as soon as I have to start getting him on some kind of pain medication, because I know he's still doing all right, but his teeth are terrible. And here's the problem, guys. Like, prepare yourself. If you have animals and you don't feed them a good enough diet, prepare for their teeth to be absolutely horrendous. Because Zoro's teeth have been bad for the last like 4 or 5 years. And that's how I know the rest of my cats are okay and they've been eating right, because the rest of them have great teeth. It's just Zoro, who first 3 or 4 years of his life was on Purina.
Yep.
So that's why I'm so anal about it. My boss's husband the other day, he was like, what do you feed that? Because we all made chicken livers and I was eating them and I was happy. And he's like, I was like, well, I normally give these to the pets. He looks at me, he goes, animals eat better than you. And I was like, yeah. Part of the reason is saves me money. If I pay better for their food now, I do not have to pay for as many vet bills.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to suffer as much organ failure, skin issues, all these different problems that most pets have, because I'm giving them what they need. I'm making sure they have the proper nutrition, they're getting the proper organ meats, and I try. But Well, I will keep Tiberius in my prayers. But guys, it is now midnight and I need to go to bed.
She's gotta go
So
to bed. She's gotta go to bed, guys. Come on.
yeah. So here's what I will do. I'm gonna let you start us off, Har. Go ahead and give us all the updates for this week coming up.
I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna use multiple headset sets now because I think I'm down to one wire. We'll figure it out when we get there because midweek hump is on Thursday, or Wednesday. We're having Flodzilla. It'll be fun.
What's gonna be on? Woo.
Yeah, Flot's gonna be on, and I need to ask you to be on in the near future. And then what else is going on? And then I'm going to be streaming. I'm really enjoying playing Tears of the Kingdom. I think if I stream just directly through Restream instead of using OBS like I have been trying to do, my streams might come out better. And I think I finally figured out how to make sure my sound is coming through so y'all can hear it. Because I tried to do that earlier today and I could not get the sound from my capture card through my computer. And it was really pissing me off. So I just turned on some background music and was playing.
Oh my god, this is
It was awful. It was awful. But yeah, I'll be doing that, and I'll be doing Valheim this weekend, and yeah, and then we'll be back here again.
Yes.
Wait, what week is this? What is Saturday and Sunday? Is the 18th this weekend?
Yes.
Okay, so
Because
then
it's
the 18th.
Father's Day this weekend.
The 18th, I will be on a stream with one of the Legion of Memers members who's starting up his first, weekly show. It's Devil Made Me Do It. I think his channel is called Beelzehub. So
I like that Beelzehub.
yeah, well, he's funny. He does some great memes. So we will be rating horror movies or list the list things where you say how good or bad they are.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that to horror movies, and he invited me on for the first show, and so I think that'll be a good time. And then I'll be back.
Well, as for me, new video is out Thursday. It's already up. If you are a member or you are a patron, it is either up and accessible to you on a members only community post, or is on I think it's the latest thing I posted on my Patreon, and it is about two ladies on the internet that are really, really helping out a lot of folks. If you join me tomorrow, I'm gonna utilize Chaco for a minute. I know she already went to bed. But if you come on tomorrow to whenever I actually get to do my art stream.
Mm-hmm.
We designed this last week, guys. I finally
nice.
Designed.
I like that.
Your letter is never coming. And that is as you guys know, I talk about the Hogwarts letter. Next week I have pinned down a design for next time it's gonna be for political crossdresser. Came to me while I was playing whatchamacallit, while I was playing Horizon. I was taking a break as I've been demanded to do, and I was like, oh, I figured it out. So you will see me there. You will see me in the live stream on Thursday, or rather in the premiere on Thursday. And then Big T asked me to potentially come on Saturday. He's already gone to bed. But I'm not sure if I'm doing that. I have to find out. Because your girl's got 2 events to do tomorrow. Then I have another event for my other boss to do on Thursday and Friday. And thankfully, it's a much smaller building. That's the one thing I'm grateful for. It's a much smaller building. Like, before, I was going to be walking through, like, a large hotel and a ballroom back and forth, across marble floors, and over at least a football field length thing. And now...
Oh, shit.
It's a 23 by 40 room. So I'm much happier. But...
Yay!
For my own...
walking.
And then Sunday night, I now have a new little stream I am doing with Just Peachy and Faye Queen called Smothered or Smothered. And then I will be back here next Monday with my lovely co-host, Miss Horror Emeralda. So, I think that's everything right now. Again, make sure you join her locals if you love what she's doing. You want to see, you want to listen to her read off books. She has a lovely voice. Let's listen to her read some little children's stories.
Just one
And
so far, but yeah. Just one so far, but yeah, I gotta record more.
And if you want to help support me, or you want to get early access to things, or get behind the scenes stuff, like I got some blogs. I have not been able to make any this week, but I'm going to post up because I got some stuff going in the back end. Become a member, starts as low as $1, or become a patron, starts as low as $1. And Esteban, if you want to be a dear and show off what you can do with a membership, go ahead and put up some of those emotes you can get, or you can get a lovely badge. I have them ranked by how long you've been a member. I don't know how long I'm going to do it that way, because I don't know which way works the best for everybody, but either way. So that's what's going on with me right now, guys. I guess Esteban already left. Let me see, because I don't see anything posted. Oh, there he goes. Thank you, Esteban. You're the best. Perfect. But alrighty, guys, that is all for today. Thank you for joining us. Remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them to be safe. Please get your animals fixed and vetted. So, Har,
Star,
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe.
You too.
Sleep tight.
Yeah, you as well.
I'm
You're gonna
going
need
to
it.
sleep. Good night, everybody.